She says, "I'm not that kind of girl." But she leans in, she stays close, and her body tells a completely different story. This is where most men get it wrong because they're locked on what she says, not what she signals. Attraction isn't logical, it's ancient, subconscious, and it speaks through tension, silence, and the nervous system. Here are 10 psychological cues that show a woman is mentally, emotionally, and physically preparing for sex, whether she says so or not. 1. The emotional pressure test. Before intimacy, the female brain often triggers an unconscious stress test. Why? Because evolution hardwired women to screen partners for emotional resilience and leadership under pressure. Not consciously, but instinctively. This is why women often introduce low-level tension before sex. It could be teasing, minor disagreement, a sudden mood shift. It's not sabotage, it's subconscious scanning. Her brain is probing for consistency, strength, emotional containment. Because on a primal level, sex isn't just pleasure, it's vulnerability, risk, and potential reproduction. Her nervous system is asking, will this man remain grounded if things get real? If the answer, emotionally, is yes, her arousal increases. Not because he said the right thing, but because he registered as safe and strong under pressure. 2. The quiet isolation signal. As arousal builds, the female brain becomes highly sensitive to environmental control. Distraction is equal to safety risk. Privacy is equal to trust. This is why a woman who's becoming sexually open will gradually position herself away from the crowd, yet remain near the object of her attraction. Her subconscious is creating what psychologists call a containment field for intimacy. Fewer variables, less noise, more focus. She's not being obvious, but she's setting the stage whether she realizes it or not. Evolution shaped women to seek secluded, low-threat environments before intimacy. Even now, her brain responds to quiet as a prelude to closeness. 3. Desire disguised as play. Here's where female communication gets layered. When arousal reaches a tipping point, but her conscious mind isn't ready to admit it, desire leaks out through contrast speech. That's when she says things like, "You're trouble. You're dangerous. I shouldn't be here." But with a smile, with a spark, with tension in her eyes. Psychologists call this emotional displacement, where the brain expresses what it can't directly say. Instead of confessing attraction, the nervous system hides it inside playful framing. That "you're bad" comment? That's not rejection, it's arousal in disguise. Her body is ready, but her identity, values, or a sense of control may still be catching up, so it comes out sideways, wrapped in flirtation, layered in mixed signals. 4. The freeze response. This one fools almost everyone. In moments of intense arousal, the female nervous system doesn't always relax. It often freezes. Biologically, this is a parasympathetic override, a split-second lockup when desire hits harder than expected. What does it look like? A sudden stillness, breath held, muscles tight, eyes locked but not moving. It's not fear, it's overload. The same response that makes someone freeze when overwhelmed by emotion, it happens with attraction too. Her body isn't resisting, it's processing. And if nothing violates that freeze, if she feels safe inside it, it passes. And what comes next is deeper surrender, not retreat. 5. Rhythmic mirroring. Human attraction is rooted in limbic resonance, the brain's ability to unconsciously sync with someone else's emotional state. When a woman starts matching your tone, speech tempo, or physical rhythm, especially during heightened emotional moments, it's a biological sign of trust and deep engagement. She's not mimicking to flatter you. Her nervous system is attuning to yours. That slow voice you speak with, she starts dropping her tone to meet it. That grounded pace you walk with, she matches it without noticing. This mirroring is not conscious. It's neurochemical alignment. Oxytocin and dopamine levels are rising. Cortisol is dropping. Her system is softening. Because it trusts the lead energy it's syncing with. And once that rhythm lock happens, her mind, body, and emotions start preparing for intimacy at every level. 6. She shows you what she usually hides. Necks, wrists, collarbones. These aren't just body parts. They're access points to trust, to touch, to arousal. A woman who's guarded will keep those areas tucked away, covered. But when attraction starts to bubble beneath the surface, her body does something her words won't. It starts showing you what it usually protects. A tilt of the head that reveals her throat. A soft wrist turning upward as she speaks. A casual lean that pulls her collar wide, just slightly. This isn't strategy. It's not fashion. It's instinct. Her nervous system has dropped its shield because in that moment, you don't feel dangerous. You feel right. And she doesn't need to tell you that. Her body already has. 7. Her eyes turn into a storm. Here's what most guys don't get about eye contact. It's not about staring. It's about searching. When a woman starts locking eyes, then looking away, then looking back, then pretending she wasn't, she's not unsure. She's processing. The female brain is a walking radar, always scanning for two things, safety and signal. And when she's close to letting her guard down, the eyes don't lie. They get sharper, hungrier, more focused than her mouth ever will be. It's not a look, it's a window to how much her body is heating up underneath the calm. That flicker, that held stare just a beat too long, that's not curiosity. That's readiness, trying not to say it out loud. 8. She starts touching herself. Not the way you're thinking. This is subtle, refined, almost invisible if you're not tuned in. She plays with her necklace, runs her fingers over her wrist, brushes her thigh, touches her lips when she talks, over and over and over. It's not fidgeting, it's not nerves, it's tension, and her body is trying to regulate it. When arousal builds faster than she expected, her system starts offloading some of that energy through self-soothing contact, tiny strokes, little movements, each one saying, "I'm heating up, and I don't even know what to do with it yet." It's not for you to notice, but when you do, it's impossible to unsee. 9. She starts getting closer for no reason. She leans in, not just once, over and over, even when she doesn't have to. You didn't say anything important. She didn't drop her phone. There's no excuse, but there she is, just a little closer than before. Why? Because her body is doing what it's wired to do, sample your scent. And no, this isn't about cologne. This is biological signal checking. Every human carries chemical messages in their sweat, breath, and skin. And during attraction, especially when it's strong, her brain wants to know if you're a match. Not consciously, not logically, but deeply, chemically, primitively. She doesn't even know she's doing it, but her instincts do. And they're louder than her thoughts. 10. Her brain starts slipping. Ever seen her pause mid-sentence? Say, "Wait, what was I saying?" Laugh when nothing was funny? Start drifting in the middle of her own story. That's not distraction. That's her prefrontal cortex powering down. Because as attraction escalates, the logical brain takes a back seat. The body says, "I've got this now." She doesn't need words. She's writing sensation. Dopamine floods the system. Oxytocin kicks in. And suddenly, conversation doesn't feel important anymore. So her language gets softer, slower, less about what's said, more about what's felt. This is the moment most guys miss. They think she lost interest. What really happened? She stopped thinking because she started feeling. And if you're starting to recognize some of these signs or wondering how many you've missed, I've got something that'll take this even further. Stop guessing if she's into you. Start reading the signs like subtitles. If you want the full decoder, grab the 25 forbidden signals she's secretly into you cheat sheet. It goes way deeper than this video. You'll get 25 subtle cues most guys miss, plus what each one means, what to do next, and 3 rapid response moves to act on the spot. It's clean, simple, and backed by real psychology. Download it, scan it, and never miss your moment again.